There used to be a very successful ranch in town, but it's become a run-down wreck now. It would be wonderful to see it up and running again.
I love working with gold. It strings out beautifully into wire every time. I give the extra to Francis, and he makes me cute little gifts I send to my ma.
I love foraging in the spring, but the woods here creep me out, to be honest.
I would avoid the woods after dark. Strange people have been seen there at night. I mean, so I'm told.
Hey, are you here to bust me out of this place?
Sorry, but no.
Aw, man.
Hey, Juliet. How's school going?
Well, I could give you an honest answer, but Mrs. Soft is standing right there, so.
My mom sometimes calls me by my brother's name. We don't look anything alike.
I wish the island had roads. Not that there's a lot to see, I just want to drive a real car one day.
Did you grow up here?
Me?
No, I'm from Milkwater, the town right across the ferry. Fairhaven may not be as big as Milkwater, but I think that adds to its charm. I like to think of Fairhaven as a work in progress.
I'm sure the residents really appreciate that.
I love working in my garden and the feeling of soil in my hands. I just don't like it under my fingernails. Some people think of craftsmen as being all right with dirt, but I'll tell you right now, the second most important tool in my toolbox is a decent nail brush. I could make this whole area a place for gardening, but you'll need to clear out all the trees and rocks from the area I've roped off. Got it? You come back and let me know when you've cleared out all the trees and rocks there, and then we can talk business.
Listen to that purr.
I could make. I could. Hey, this looks like a key to the next level. I could... Am I ready?
To everything there is a season, but even that can be negotiated sometimes.
Oh, such a pretty girl.
When I work with metal, sometimes I feel like it's talking to me. Guess that's what happens when you spend all day by the forge.
I hope Kai gets a new shipment of cinnamon in soon. I need to get going on the buttercream for my cupcakes. They're muffin without it.
You know, the town hall has many interesting artifacts from Fairhaven's history on display. Feel free to view them anytime.
I swear, Sebastian grows an inch every day. I'm constantly letting out his trouser legs to keep up.
Us not having a school bus like the kids on TV means I'm missing out on some prime pranking opportunities.
Honestly, I think the biggest reason I want to leave the island is that there's way too much time to daydream. I want to be busy with things that matter to me.
Mommy had me start a dream journal. She said it's a good idea to keep track of your dreams, so you can go back and reflect on them. But so far, it just feels like more homework.
I can tell when people look at me, they see my dad. How could I hope to live up to him? I don't want to disappoint anyone.
Keep being you, Juliet. You'll always have your parents in you, but there's so much more to you than that.
Did you grow up here? Me? No, I'm from Milkwater, the town right across the ferry. Fairhaven may not be as big as Milkwater, but I think that adds to its charm. I like to think of Fairhaven as a work in progress.
I'm sure the residents really appreciate that.
What's wrong, Shelby?
Was making some tea, but the rain put my fire out.
Oh, I could bring you some tea.
No need. It'll stop soon enough.
We needed this rain. Let me get my wheelbarrow, and I'll be right over to set up your new patch. Should only take a day or so.
My grandmother was a lot like Hazel. She was my biggest champion. When my show got canceled by the network, she said, "Don't worry, Cammy, something better will come along." And she was right. I just wish she could have seen how far I've come.
Allergy season makes me wish Damon's mother was still here. Having a pharmacist handle everyone's medication took so much off my plate. But Kaya got the chance to work at an amazing clinic in South Africa, so I can hardly blame her for leaving.
Juliet used to play her songs for me first. Now I'll catch her playing music I've never heard when she's around town. No one warns you how hard it is when your kid grows up.
You know, if you're ever too busy to find your own bait, I got you covered.
I'm jazzed. The waves sang to me while I danced on them.
Did you know that the original meaning of libations is offering to the gods? So when you think about it, my bar is kind of like a temple. Does that make it respectable enough for Otto?
My kids can be a bit of a handful, but they mean well. Most of the time.
I could make.
Oh, look at the head scratches.
Finding you need a boost in energy to get something done? Brew up a batch of that restorative tea at the stove and drink it.
A beautiful day. The sun is shining, birds are singing, and I've got a list of chores a mile long.
Yes! Oh, look at the head scratches.
could make.
Remember to eat. Ideally, something delicious.
Kai's such a flirt. Luckily, by the time I moved here, I knew not to take guys too seriously.
Hi, Tara. So what do you think? Should the canned beans go on the top shelf or the middle? Are beans eyeline worthy?
Reorganizing, Lena?
Well, yeah. The store has looked almost exactly the same since my grandparents ran it. But it's hard. Nostalgia, you know?
Well, why don't you split the difference? And change some things while leaving others the same.
That could work. At least that way my regular customers won't be totally confused. Part of the reason I haven't wanted to change things is so my dad won't be disoriented if he comes back to Fairhaven. But he hasn't been able to leave the rest home in Milkwater for a long time, and he probably never will. Well, thanks for letting me think out loud, Tara.
Are your parents members of the League too, Cameron?
My mom's interested in some of the ideas. She's really open to it. But my dad, well, he has some bitterness over how some League members treated him back in his acting days. I wish he could let it go.
There's a stray cat that lives around here. He looks like he might be a good mouser. Not that my bar has mice. Nope, not a problem.
You saw my request. Thanks. You should go to Damon's bar in the evenings. It's an easy way to get to know people.
Hey, Mira.
Isn't it gorgeous today? Oh no, don't say that.
Why?
Because every time I get excited about nice weather, Kai comes moping into my office with a cut or a knee injury. One of these days, I am going to wrap that man in protective foam.
I told Sophia she should have a punch card for her diner, like some of the restaurants in Milkwater do. Buy 10 chocolate milkshakes, get a chocolate cupcake for free.
That's a lot of chocolate.
I know. Wouldn't it be great? I bet I can do it in one day.
Kai's always leaving for something new. I want to too, but I'm not sure what I should be looking for.
I asked Daddy if we could build a zip line to get from our house to the store quicker, but he said that idea was technically infeasible. Then he said he'll give me a piggyback ride there whenever I want it. So, I guess that's just as good.
Have you stopped by Sophia's Diner? Her food is amazing. And I'm not just saying that because she's my friend.
You know, the town hall has many interesting artifacts from Fairhaven's history on display. Feel free to view them anytime.
Come here.
I could.
I couldn't. Is it time for bed?
To everything there is a season, but even that can be negotiated sometimes.
Come here.
Finally.
Your jewelry is all so beautiful, Francis.
Thanks. I wish I could work on more complex pieces, but I don't have the materials.
Well, what would you need for that?
Oh, better quality metals, finer jewels, but it's hard to source things.
I hope Kai gets a new shipment of cinnamon in soon. I need to get going on the buttercream for my cupcakes. They're muffin without it.
The mayor's mansion has an amazing library. It's sort of wasted on the current occupant, though.
Finn's decided he wants to knit Lena's dad a pair of socks. Now, he could use a project, and I'm sure Marcus would love them, but I'm just not keen on introducing Finn to pointy objects right now.
It's a shame Hazel gave up raising chickens. I miss having those farm fresh eggs every morning.
Hey, Kai. What's wrong?
I got worked over by this closeout and my leash snapped. I just don't get why the Wave didn't bring my board in, though. It was new, and it's so hard to get longboards shipped here. So what are you doing on the beach? Collecting seashells or something?
I was just about to cast a line, actually. Hoping to catch some dinner.
Brah, can you just make sure to take your hooks with you? If I had a penny for every time I've been snagged by one of those things, I would have, like, a lot of pennies, you know. Sorry if I was a grouch. I'm just super bummed about my board.
It's all right. I understand.
Let me buy you a beer to make up for it, okay?
time for bed.
What's your plan today? Going to do some farming? Maybe explore some more?
The only good thing about being stuck with an island dating pool is that no one can ghost you. We're always gonna run back into each other.
Take it from me, you need to know your limits. I've passed out from exhaustion before.
It was so embarrassing. And Dr. Syed gave me a good scolding, too.
Pounding dough is great stress relief. Whenever Francis and I get in a fight, I sell a lot of loaves the next day.
I would avoid the woods after dark. Strange people have been seen there at night. I mean, so I'm told.
I asked Daddy if we could build a zip line to get from our house to the store quicker, but he said that idea was technically infeasible. Then he said he'll give me a piggyback ride there whenever I want it. So, I guess that's just as good.
When I grow up, I hope I can braid my hair like my mom. Do you know her? She runs the general store.
Yes, I know Lena. I'm sure she can teach you how to do braids.
She tries, but my fingers get all crossed up and tired all the time. My mom just has this way of making hard things look easy, you know?
Bruno's got some wild fishing stories. I'm not sure how true they are, but they're so interesting, I don't care.
I know how much he loves to tell them. I bet you made his day just by listening. What are you listening to, Juliet?
I don't think you'd know the band. They're pretty punk.
Deep in thought, Vanessa?
What's that, dear? Oh, I'm so sorry. How rude of me. Yes, I was just contemplating our little town and all of its secrets.
Secrets?
Well, that would be telling, wouldn't it?
Whew. There's nothing like a good workout carrying 2x4s to get the blood pumping.
The most exercise I got before moving here was climbing the metro stairs.
Oh, so life on the farm is definitely a change for you then. Make sure you're eating enough to keep your energy up. Should only take a day or so.